Before we delve into sort of the current context around animal protection laws, maybe we sort of go back in time and maybe sort of talk about the origin. What were the first animal welfare laws that were introduced, and when was that?
Caring about animals has been, it's something that goes back into, ancient history,
Right.
really, and spirituality and religions have all had their version of compassion towards animals and frameworks around that. And then, of course, philosophy took over the mantle, and, there were lots of debates throughout the centuries over, the treatment of animals. So all of that really does kind of pave the way for what then followed in terms of codifying that into statutes. So actually the UK is the birthplace for the first kind of nationwide statute on animal law, and that happened around 1822. It was something called Martin's Act, named after an MP called Richard Martin. He cared about animals and did not like the way certain animals were being treated, so lobbied for this piece of legislation, which essentially protected certain animals from ill treatment. You then see throughout the decades, you see a series of laws that regulate, the treatment of wild animals, how animals should be slaughtered, pet trades, boarding houses. So what you see is just a succession then of welfare protections come into place, bringing us to the modern day, where essentially everything operates now pretty much under the Animal Welfare Act when it comes to, animals under human control or domesticated animals. But there are obviously different frameworks to do with animals kept in a wild state and trade and various things, invasive species.